Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Kim Bergen-Jackson. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
You're welcome.
Um, we are talking about Careers in Aging Week, and I'm very interested to know about your work. Can you please tell us a little bit about your role, your work?
You bet. So I am the licensed nursing home administrator at Oak Knoll Retirement Residence in Iowa City. So Oak Knoll is not just a nursing home, it's all levels of care. So we have independent living, assisted living, and then our health center, which is what we call the nursing home level of care. And then within all of those levels of care, we have individuals who are living with dementia at various degrees. So our assisted living is dementia specific, and our health center has a memory care neighborhood that is secured. So we also offer home care, and we do end of life care, and so it's the full continuum.
The full gamut.
Mhm.
Kim, what inspired you to work with older persons?
So I think, I was raised by my grandparents, and I think that weighed heavily on my decision. Initially, when I went to nursing school, I was going to be a surgical nurse. And then when I got in the operating room, I realized I really meant a surgeon because the doctor was in the way. But I did my first clinical rotation at a small nursing home in Western Iowa many, many years ago, and I was hooked. So I switched my specialty to aging, and then over the years, I got my RN, and then I got my BSN, my master's degree, and my PhD in nursing at the University of Iowa. Oh, sounds simple, but it was over 2 decades of work. So I've worked in long-term care with aging persons since 1986. So quite a while.
Sounds anything but simple.
It's not simple. It's not simple.
Can you share a day in the life of an administrator at an all-encompassing facility like yours?
Sure, I think. I mean, every day is kind of different. That's the fun part of it. For the last 2 years, I've just been sort of the queen of COVID prevention, learning all the rules and all of the guidance and watching it change every day. But in a normal day, I will meet with residents for a variety of reasons, whatever they want to talk to me about. I'm accessible to the staff, and that's a multidisciplinary team. I work with all of our clinical partners, so hospice or podiatry or optometry, et cetera, audiology. Um, so I might meet with residents, I might meet with staff, I might meet with partners. I have a very close relationship with Mercedes Byrne-Klug
Hmm.
and the College of Nursing as well. So
Hmm.
I try to stay very connected with the college and straddle the line between clinical and faculty. So my interest at Oak Knoll, um, we're positioned in the right place to um, open the eyes of some students perhaps who um, might have a future in aging and working with older adults.
It sounds like you do a lot of program development, policy work,
Mhm.
um, still involved in the clinical piece, working with students and staff
Yeah.
and this interdisciplinary piece. So a lot of really interesting facets that intersection that your role um, encompasses.
Yeah, I don't like to say no very often. So we participate in a lot of studies. We do a lot of cool things. We take the residents to Camp Courageous in the summer, and that's a handy capable um, summer camp usually for kids, but they open it up to older adults in the low busy time. So we zip line, and we talk about dementia and living with dementia and the stresses that occur on caregivers.
Mhm.
Uh, we talk about voting rights. I mean, everything.
Wow,
Everything that we try not to fight about politics. Yeah,
that's
it's like a
incredible.
city. Yeah, it's like a
That's
city.
incredible. So
Mhm.
you do have this connection. You mentioned MERS at the School of Social Work and nursing. So tell me, why do you think it's important for students in general and maybe nurses in particular, um,
Yeah.
since that's your specialty, why do you think it's important for nurses to study aging?
So it's the largest growing population of people we have right now is our older adult population. And the people that have been working in it the longest are looking towards retirement. Oaknall will, we're all about the same age. And so all the department managers and the executives at Oaknall are going to start looking towards retirement in 5 years. And it'll probably be closer to 10, but we really need people who have developed a passion for older adults. We're not very good at serving older adults in this country. I think I can make a sweeping generalization and say that we could all be better. And so we really need the passion that comes with that new blood into the industry, to say, how can we do this better? And how can we make it so everybody can apply that? So research is so important, and enthusiasm and energy, but I think the key is passion. So if you're interested in older adults, and if you're interested in the whole story, right? I did acute care first, and I didn't know what happened next in the stories. They are only in the hospital for a couple of days and then they disappear, and I didn't know where anybody went or how they were doing. And so for me, older adults who live in community provide a great, what do I say, a great vast knowledge, and they have things to teach us.
Great point. We know that our society is aging. We know it, whether we take it to heart is a different story. I'm glad you highlighted that, but also that the professionals are also aging, and we need to replace professionals like yourself in these important roles. Final question, maybe the best question. What do you love most about working with older persons?
I know this is going to sound cliche, but it's not. It's the relationships that you build with people. I've been at Oaknall for 20 years. I stepped away to get my PhD, and then I came back. So I did have a break in there, but I am serving the children of another generation that I served here initially. So we have some third generation people living here now, and they're very independent until they're not. And so we're able to provide them connected care when they need it, and support when they need it. And we get to hang out and do fun stuff in the interim. So I value the relationships with the residents and the relationships we form with each other. We have an incredible interdisciplinary team. I value social workers so much and the part they play on our team. And that's undervalued too, I think. So yeah, it's the people. I love people.
Excellent. Thank you so much for the work that you do. And thanks for taking the time to do this interview.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.